2. This is my audio. Let me see where it's coming from. The right source. So echoey here. I do have the echo reduction on. Not sure how that makes it sound. But we're gonna go with that for now. I don't have, still have the sound treat this room. All right, let me know in the chat if you can hear me okay. Welcome, Tofo Nofo, first time chat from viewer. Drinking a little coffee. Here I am. Private notes. Public notes. Notebook. Oh, this is the old notebook I used in March of 2020, or somehow over 2 years ago, the dawn of this brave new world we live in. Looking for a cat. I'm going to get started. I'm going to talk about what I'm going to do today, and I'm going to talk about my new plans. Driving me crazy that every page is going. Aha! Perfect. Okay, let's me turn the music down. Just watch slowly fade the music out. And here I am with all of you. The music was loud, overpowering my voice. Hopefully the balance has come back into balance. And you can hear me okay. I'm curious what the quality of my sound is. I'm using an NVIDIA graphics card and routing the audio through it and using what I presumably are some type of machine learning models running through the card to reduce the echo and reduce any noise. Now this is a very quiet space right now, but it is incredibly empty and echoey. And I would like to sound treat it, but I don't have a great solution for that. I have all this sound foam, which I could put up on the ceiling. I do have some carpets that I could lay down. And then there's the open space in front of me, which I could hang some sound blankets. But I'm curious. Sounds pretty quality to me. Okay, so maybe as somebody, I don't remember who, in the last time that I was streaming said in the chat, it's very on brand for the coding train to not bother to sound treat the studio, but just use AI models on a graphics card to deal with it. All right, so I've kind of lost some momentum over the last few weeks. I was kind of charged into 2022, just streaming every week. I made 3 coding challenges. I had a long to-do list. I was trying to work on this studio, get everything set up, ready to go. And I went away on a trip, and then I also did some renovations here in this studio room, and I've kind of lost steam a bit. The steam is not coming out of the engine anymore. Even right now, I feel a little like low energy, but I'm trying to bring myself back into it and get going here with regular content, regular streams, new videos, new video tutorials, all the stuff that it is that I want to do and hopefully you want to, should you so desire, watch or experience or tune into whenever it's convenient and feels reasonable to you. Um, are you in a coding shed? So this is a garage space that I'm in, but what I did, and when I say I did very little of the work myself, but put up a wall. So behind me here, there's a curtain, green curtain hanging here, and behind that green curtain is a wall, which you can sort of see. Ah, there you go. See, there's the wall. Um, and it's divided the space in half. So the other behind that wall is sort of a more um, rickety, rickety's not the right word, raw, it's a raw space, raw garage space. And did some weatherproofing, some repainting, put up a wall, put up some shelves, put some epoxy on the floor. So this is more of a finished office space now. So that painting the rainbow took forever. So I really would like, this is a cinder block building. Like the garage building is a separate building from the house where I'm living, and it's cinder block, and it's just like it has a big blank space on the outside. I really would like to paint a coding train mural on it. So that's like a dream stretch goal for someday. Thank you, Creative Fun. And even the best trains pull into the station and rest now and then. So here's what I'm thinking. I've been really trying to balance Twitch streaming and YouTube streaming, and which platform do I want to focus more or less energy on. And I have this idea now, which I know I just change what I'm doing constantly. But the coding train is an experimental electric train. It's the future of train coding travel. It is electric. This is very much like a train, actually, the shape of this building. It's wider than a train would be. And it's solar powered. That's the other thing that I was doing. And actually, let's take a look. Let's see, as of right now, I don't think this will reveal any. Oh, I want to get my overhead camera working so I can show you things. I don't think this is going to reveal any private information, but I'm going to give you a real-time reading of the current solar power coming into this. So right now I am getting 11 kilowatts of energy from the sun and only using 2.2 kilowatts. So I am sending, New York State, do you hear me? I am sending you at the moment 8.9 kilowatts of energy. Is anyone out there? No. So you probably can't see this, but this is my app that shows me with a solar power. It's pretty cool, pretty wild. I need to get an electric vehicle. That's the next thing on the list. So I think YouTube is my primary platform and will continue to be. That is the results of the survey. But I thought, since I'm having some self-confidence and motivation issues, that maybe if I just allowed myself to stream in a sort of informal way. I mean, all the streams are informal, but a particularly informal way on Thursday, which is today. And I can just work on some like maintenance stuff, tell you about some projects I'm doing, try to plan topics. And then tomorrow on YouTube, I would actually do a topic based on like feedback or thoughts that would happen in this session. So that's what's going on. Eustace says, hi from Lithuania. So I have something exciting to tell you. My grandfather was born in Lithuania, traveled to the United States, I believe. He was born in 1898. He's no longer alive. He'd be pretty old if he was still alive. He was born in 1898. I think he came when he was 3, so 1901. You can find his name at Ellis Island. Herbert Yaffe was his name, born in Lithuania. So always lovely to hear from people all over the world. I love that. Okay, so I have a notebook. I'm going to start writing down things, like things that I want to do during this stream. So you shout them out in the chat if you have things. So I need to work on the wheel of ideas. I need to work on, I want to figure out, I want to tell you about sort of bot projects that I'm doing, and this macro data refinement game. I want to work on, I don't, I mean, I would like to work on maybe some Twitch setup stuff. I want to read about or sort of do like preliminary wave collapse function research. I wouldn't mind recording something, but I want to figure out a plan for TwitterBot new tutorials with moderation. Also related to Hugging Face. I'm just like making notes of things. Let me look over here. Overhead camera, sound, music. Overhead camera and music setup. Looking at my notes, which are over here. If I have anything else on here that I wanted to remember to do. Ah, yes. Let's talk about the Apple II Plus. And I want to find a basic tutorial. Basic is a programming language. It's just so mid. Oh, yes. Segment number 9. Old person tries to use modern vernacular expressions. Twitch bot to answer the command random with a random number. Oh, that's good. So yeah, so also like, so that goes into the Twitch setup, which I should have some basic, I think I have Nightbot running and I can have some command stuff. Nightbot commands. So this is my list. So I'm not really looking for new, I mean, I'm looking for new coding tutorial ideas always. Oh my goodness. New website. Nature of code update. I mean, these things, they got to come later probably, but I'm just making lists of things. All right, so this is kind of my plan. And then mostly it is to like figure out what is the agenda for tomorrow. Oh, website pull requests. That's actually top priority here. So 1A, website pull requests, because those need some love. I love love. Nobody even knows what that reference is to. If you do, uh, I'll be shocked. All right. Anything else that anybody wants to ask about or mention that would be important, like setup work for me to do before tomorrow? I mean, uh, I just, by the way, got a notification that Freya, who is a Twitch streamer I follow, is doing a stream with kittens right now. So I don't know why any of you could possibly want to be here right now when there is a stream. I kind of want to just shut this off and go look at the kittens, but I'm not. I'm committed. Okay, I'm not seeing any comments in the chat. I am going to move on and start doing some of this organizing stuff. So here's a question for you. Would you like to see, thank you, Asa Gikmo is the channel name. I don't know how to say that, and um, um, that's why I didn't say the name, but maybe somebody can help me pronounce that. Update the wheel is probably where I should start. Um, I'm currently doing a Node.js course through work as a side project. Have you ever dealt with that much? So I have a lot of videos that use Node. I would say my videos aren't really in the vein of sort of like full stack web development, but more as Node as kind of a catch-all scripting engine that you can run on a server to, well, while you can host websites, to also just communicate between different pieces of an application. What color is your cup? Yes, it's green. But you wouldn't know it. Okay. Everyone's going to leave for the kitten stream, which really you should. I can't send you that link right now, but somebody's welcome to share it. I lost 4 viewers. 4 viewers. I mean, I got to get Gloria in here now that I have this room nice. Find her a nice place to. The thing is, like the most recent times that I've brought her in here, Gloria's my dog, if you're wondering. she's been like really nervous, like pacing around, because mostly I'm doing like setting stuff up and opening boxes, and I think she thinks I'm like, we're going on a trip or something. I'm gonna leave. So, but now that it's somewhat settled in here, I think that I probably could. All right, so let's go. Let's work on this wheel thing because this is gonna make our life, my life, um, much better. So I'm gonna open up Terminal here, and I believe. Oh, I moved everything around because I was setting up the desktop. All right, let's start over. No, let's not start over. I know where it is. Let me. Oh, you don't even see what I'm doing. I've forgotten that I didn't even press this button. Here's my computing machine screen thing. Oh, overhead camera. Did I write that down? I really need to set that up because I want to look at Apple Basic manuals and all sorts of things. So I'm going to need this. It's funny how it just like appears as if it's coming out of nowhere. Okay, overhead camera. So I kind of want to do that now so I can sort of like have my notes on it. All right, let's do that. So the thing that I need to decide, here's this camera that I have, desktop camera. It has both USB out and HDMI out. Do I want to use it as a like more like a webcam feed? I think that's what I want to do. So let's try to find, let me find, I have organized plastic bins of cables. I need to find a USB. I'm sorry that I'm making you watch me do this, but this is what it's come to, people. I'm going to get a USB power cord and plug it into this giant monster of a Windows machine that I have. I want to get a wide shot set up so I can switch to that whenever I'm kind of wandering around the studio. But I will bring to you my highly organized. Remember when I did that video that nobody watched called the anal retentive coder? It's actually it's me. All right. See, if I had an overhead camera, I could point it at this at this thing. So here we go. This looks like a beautiful USB micro to A. That's what I want. Put this box back. Now, um, I'm looking at the chat. Oh, Razlak. Severance. All I want to do is talk about Severance, but I'm stopping myself. Are you listening to the podcast? I'm like the unpaid promoter of the post show recap podcast. Oh, it's funny. Like I'm like on YouTube talking on the internet all the time, but I was a guest on a podcast about a TV show. It was like the most exciting moment in my life. Okay, so now I am plugging this into a USB port on the back of this computing machine. Uh, Looks like I've used them all. Oh no, there's another one over here. Okay, let's plug it into this one. So many, I'm gonna need a USB hub, I guess, because I have so many USB things plugged in. This was the camera that was giving me all that trouble, I just remembered now. So hopefully I might have to get a new one. So now what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to add to this view a not display capture, a video. So I wish I could show you my OBS. I guess I could somehow. We're going to call this overhead camera. Create new, and it is the, it's not listed. So I'm a little bit worried. Do I need to install drivers for this thing? This is what most people do streaming, right? They set up their setup while they're streaming. IPvo can't. I mean, I could just use the HDMI out. It's getting power. It's on. I didn't see like any bloop bloop bloop. New device. All right, this is the first moment of total failure here. Well, what I could do is connect an HDMI cable. Let's try that just out of curiosity. Oh, Kfon is on episode 7. Okay, I won't. You don't have very far to go. You would love a stream that talked about Severance. Okay. I actually really would like to do a video about the credit sequence. I've been following the artist on Twitter. I was going to reach out to them because I would love to do a video. That credit sequence is amazing. All right, let me find an HDMI cable. I have a video bin. Where's my video cable bin? Here it is. Just try getting so many. I actually have used almost all of my HDMI cables. Amazingly. Okay, but I do have one left. Let's grab this. So we're gonna give this a shot. I'm gonna try getting HDMI out from it. Okay, going into HDMI port 1. We'll see how this goes. Properties, HDMI port 1. Oh, there we go. Whoa, no, not multi-view. I don't want the multi-view. How do I stop it from being multi-view? That's weird. Does it only do multi-view, port 1? By the way, this is kind of cool what you can see here. So this is the capture card that I'm using that has 4 HDMI ins. And I use 2, 3, and 4. And then 1 is giving me this grid of all 4 feeds. And that's what I used to do. There's no reason why I couldn't stream this way and actually make it 4K. But that seems like not what I want to do. I wonder if that's a setting in the Elgato software. Capture, what is it called? That software that I'm running. All right, I will oblige. Okay, hold on. Where? Why? I mean, I could easily just do this. Well, for temporarily right now, because I think no, how do I? There we go. This is like very silly what I'm doing, but I'm cropping it. And I can put that here. Whoops. Overhead. I don't know where it makes sense for it to go. Let's put it here. And then now what I need to do, one of the things that I have is I have this like Stream Deck, which is a really fun thing to use because what I can do, I'm going to show you. I'm going to open up the, what's it called? Stream Deck software. And where did it go? Stream Deck. Stream Deck, where are you? Well, there you are. Now what I can do is what I'm going to do is right here, I'm going to add, or maybe, I don't know where, let's do it, let's put it right here. I'm going to add a button that when I press it, removes or brings back the overhead camera. So I'm going to go to source, put it here. I'm going to put overhead and select overhead camera. And now you should see that button is there. And when I press it, if you don't, it disappears or comes back. So this is how I operate a lot of this stuff and change between, right? This is, you can see this is me in my coding view. If I press this button, I end up in this view. Back to the coding view, that comes up and down. I can go over to the whiteboard, et cetera, et cetera. So I know some of you are saying it's nice not to worry about the switching and kind of be able to see. I mean, it would be kind of cool for me to just build a platform that I could stream to. I mean, the thing is, I like using YouTube and Twitch because I don't have to build my own streaming platform where the viewer could actually interactively like select which camera they want to look or make their own layout. That would be a fun project to do, but I don't know when, or I don't know if that's a big priority here. Okay. Grade 1000. I don't know if you could really call this a performance, but you know. All right, so I really should like put this like this because of the, anyway, I guess I could do this and then rotate it. Anyway, I'm not gonna worry about it. So this is my list right now. Mostly I wanted the overhead camera though, because I wanna be able to show you things like this Scientific American. I guess I'm looking at a lot of things that are portrait. This Scientific American magazine from 1964, where I got a lot of the ideas for I think it's on page 122, I want to say, for the prime spiral coding challenge. And I would like to continue to collect things like this and be able to use them as inspiration. So here is the original Mathematical Games, The Remarkable Lore of the Prime Numbers by Martin Gardner, which the Mathematical Games was a series. I believe that there were many of them. A lot of people in the comments mentioned the sieve of Eratosthenes. Achoo! No, I didn't say that right. Eratosthenes? Eratosthenes? I don't know how to say that. I realize I've like seen those words typed in sequence many times and never had spoken them out loud. And you can see here the original images. So this is a lovely, wonderful, treasured item of mine. I can also actually, with this camera, the nice thing about it is it's a little bit more mobile, although it's upside down. But over there on the other side of the room, you can see the Apple II Plus computer. You can see the sort of camera setup. I'm sorry that it's upside down. I could flip it in OBS, but not going to do that at the moment. Okay, so that overhead camera is ready to go. Great. I checked an item off the list. Check. Let's look at the wheel of ideas now. Thank you, Create Tan Fun. Could you line up the camera with the wood grain? Oh yes, that bothering you. I can fully understand and appreciate that. I just don't really want, the thing about the camera here is it's actually it's better if I have things on this side because it bleeds off into the empty space. But over here right now I have both an iPad that lets me look at the sort of Twitch activity feed and chat. And then I also have this not working. Oh. Not working soundboard. Huh. Why is that not playing any sound? All right, I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let's work on the wheel of coding challenges. And what I'm going to do here is find this repository called Randomizer, which I believe is in this desktop backup. And I'm going to take this randomizer and bring it back to the desktop and go into it. Let's see. Oh, this is such an old project. Git branch. I should make it its own repo. So here's the thing. I could use your advice about this, actually. So what this is right now, if I open up and go to github.com/Schiffman, I think it's under Schiffman randomizer. Did I move it to the coding train? This project became somewhat more elaborate than maybe its original intention was, and I've got to close this. Sorry. Hey, it's Fad. Where can I download your wallpaper? I'm so glad you asked. One of the things I'm working on is an FAQ for the new Coding Train website, and it says one of the top questions is where can I download your wallpaper? Download, and it'll have a link there. So just stay tuned a little longer. There's a Google Drive link issue somewhere. If you Google Coding Train wallpaper download, I think it'll come up, but I'm trying to organize that better. So this is a pretty elaborate project with that if I go to schiffman.github.io/randomizer, it's actually connected, I believe, to a Firebase account. I can't remember if I used Firebase or something else, where I can enter a list of options. Let me move this over here. So if these were things that I might want to work on, like maybe I want to do a video about a Twitter bot or a Discord bot or a Twitch bot. Like I want to decide one of these, right? So I could hit submit, and it'll then enter that into the database. And then I have links for these multiple different ways of picking one of those randomly. The one that I use the most is this spin one. And if I were to click spin the wheel, this wheel would spin and it would end up selecting one of them. But I could go back and I could look at groups, Survivor, Plinko. So groups, this is not, I'm not using this. This was like, because what this was originally made for was I was using it in teaching classes, like physical in-person classes that I would teach and plan to teach again someday. I would like put everybody's homework into it, like spin it to pick somebody's homework to look at. Or if I was like, everybody break into groups of 3, I would enter everybody's names. And then it would like, this page would break them into groups of 3. This is the, I don't remember, this one is the Survivor one, which I don't remember I don't think that's related to the television show Survivor, but let's put the sketch speed at 1 and start. Oh yeah, this is like a weird, this one's kind of awesome actually. This is, I don't remember who made this, but this is a variation on my Bloops project that's in the Nature of Code, where you have these creatures that are trying to eat food. And I guess eventually they're going to run out of food and only one of them will be left. Can I put it at speed? Let's go to speed. Oh, one of them died. Let's go to speed 10 and we'll see them move much more quickly. I have no idea what's going on here. I didn't actually, somebody contributed this and I haven't really ever used it. So this is interesting. Let's see which one is selected. What happens when it finishes? We've got Discord bot and Twitter bot vying for supremacy here. That's pretty cool. I think the next one's going to be my favorite, which is the Plinko one. So I don't know why these didn't populate, but these should, and this is why I don't like having this camera here, but I can put it off to the side when I'm not using it, I guess. These should say the names of the 3 options, and then I believe if I drop it, we'll see. Oh no, it says it now. We don't see. We don't actually know where they're going to go because otherwise, Twitter bot. Okay, I love this one. Now, how many things could I get on this? So anyway, what I would like to do is make a branch of this. I guess we'll keep it. I was going to simplify and just make a one-page thing, but I guess since various people over the years have put in effort into maintaining and adding things to this sort of elaborate project, maybe what I'll do is I'll make a branch that just pulls from a JSON file. Because I think the database system is useful for making it a very generic thing that anybody could use. But I want to just be able to like edit the list of things that are currently available for selection in a much more fluid way. So I guess what I could do is if I said something like always had ID as JSON, like I could keep the same exact web app, but set a query string. I mean, I could have a different path, but if I want to leave these pages working as they do, if I created a query string, like I say ID equals JSON, then it pulls a local JSON folder called like list.json. That could be a way of doing it. Or ideas.json. What do people think? I'm not sure. But let's work on this. So I am going to now say git branch JSON file, git checkout JSON file. So I'm going to work on this, a local version of this. I'm going to run, actually, you know, I've been enjoying using the live server a bit more recently. So now I'm seeing this web page hosted locally. So I should be able to now just go in and open up the code. And let's look at these different pages. So I'm confused, like there's these different paths. Okay. So how's this set up? This is set up that, and let's take out the word class because it doesn't have to do with anything with a class. It's got all the libraries locally. Let's change that. I would like to make use of, I guess it doesn't hurt to host P5 locally. I'll leave that right now. Source equals foo-bar.json. Oh, so it loads a specific JSON file? I like that. Oh, that's interesting. So I could specify the JSON. If you don't pass the ID in at all, then it should default to JSON. I like that idea. Let's start with that. That's a really good idea, Simon. Thank you for that. Okay, so I kind of want to do a lot of cleanup on this, but I'm going to get overwhelmed very fast. So I'm just going to go directly to the spin page. The spin page loads this Firebase, loads P5, loads data, loads randomizer. And then is there also a sketch.js? No, it's just these files. So I want to look at data.js. This seems like a problem. Like I should be running a server. I mean, I guess this Firebase app is just kind of like an open, unsecure one. I don't think I have it constrained to only taking requests from this particular instance. So this is not good. But I'm going to leave it because I'm not too worried about it. It's not anything that I'm using in any particularly meaningful way. So this is load Firebase. Okay, so this is just dealing with the data. So if I go to randomizer, so first of all, let's do some nice ES6 updating. Get these old vars out of there. You can't see the code because I'm standing in front of it. Move this over. Must have spaces after the / in comments. Seriously, and you thought the anal retentive coder was just an April Fool's shtick video, but it is my whole being is tied into that. Okay, we've got some buttons. Create the links, create this image, style, angle, load Firebase, create name. So let's look at what's happening in load Firebase. Whoops. Oh, But where is it getting the ID from? Is load Firebase getting the ID? Data. Get URL params. Okay, so I want to take this out. What is this to do? Oh, I can give it a, oh, if there's no ID, it calls this function to do. What does it do, that function? Where's that function defined? Do I pass it in? Randomizer. It's just like what it means to look at code that was sort of written by you, but not also, but other people contributed to it like years and years ago. Oh, create names. Ah, so if you load it without anything, it makes up a bunch. Well, that's perfect. I have a function already. Let's just see what the behavior of this is. So this is the spin. Identifier names has already been declared at randomizer. So where? Ah. All right. So I used a const. So let's get rid of that. I'm just looking at the chat. Kay Weekman, have a wonderful dinner. Okay. Got a lot of stuff going on my phone notifications. All right, hold on. Why am I getting this error? Oh, it's already been declared where? Hold on. Names. Ah, been like typing things. There's the names. Why is it saying already been? So hold on. Spin index. We are loading data and randomizer. Load Firebase is not defined. Fine. Is the names? No. This is so strange. I mean, I changed this to let. This is why. What's going on? Why am I getting an error? I'm looking at the chat. Why am I getting this error? Identifier names has already been declared. Is that like a weird, like, okay. Randomizer JS 223, set properties of undefined. Okay, because names is undefined. Identifier names has already been declared. Oh, I'm so confused. This should be like list. I should just call this items anyway. Because before it was always names when I was doing it as a randomizer. So let's call it items. I'll just leave that right now. And then if not items, items I. So what's going on now? 231 items. 245. I guess there's a lot of places where this is used. I guess I could do a find replace here, but where is it? Is this somehow being, I'm going to call this load items. So confused as to why 76. I don't think it's one of those variables that's already being used by P5, but it's possible. What error am I getting now? Load items is not defined. Oh, this should be called load items. All right, promising. Okay, now it runs. There's not items. It should have made 16 of them. Oh, whoa, there's all this crazy stuff for the image stuff. Um, okay, so that. Now, why? Oh, if not, okay. Let's do this. There we go. Okay, so it's automatically creating a list of 16 things. If, I don't know what was going on with the names. Um, and I guess what I could do is, so this could be const now. Yeah. And then if I were to go to like this one, ooh, that didn't work. I got these, but so this should load that older list. We can see it being console logged here, data.js 81. Database is null, init, get URL parameters, var ID. So let's just see console log ID. Let's see what's going on here. Got the ID. If no ID, call that. Otherwise, oh, did something go wrong? No. Oh, it called this to do. I see that function is doing other things too. Okay, so no matter what, so that's why. Ah, I see. I see. So there was a kind of a logic to this, which I don't love, but I should keep, which is that let's not initialize this variable. Uh, that way, if not items, then fill it with something. Now I could have I could have separated out the create divs and not had that be in this function. That might have been another path to go on. There is no function called to do. It's a function that got passed in. But what's going on now? 300. Cannot load properties randomizer 223. I'm so confused how this is working. Let's see. Load Firebase. Got it. Load items. Oh, I think. Oh, look at this. This is terrible. So this is using a global variable here to just set the names, which is what was causing the whole problem in the first place. Oh, I don't like this at all. So I'm going to change the way that this works. And in fact, I'm going to take out this to do. And we're going to just say return. If it doesn't find an ID, return. Oh, wait, I don't need this else. And other thing is, can I put a return and a callback? Will that work? I know I could make this a function that returns a promise and use await, but will this actually work to put that return there? Let's find out. So, by the way, this is going to break all the other pages, so I probably shouldn't be doing this. But so, in other words, I could now say items equals load Firebase, and then create divs. And then if there are no items, then I'm going to load JSON. And what's happening in this create items function? Well, I had no idea this was going to take me this much time. Load items. So I don't need this function because I just want the divs. Okay. Randomizer 224 cannot read properties of undefined reading length. So where is that? Create divs, right? So let's. Oh, it does this again. Oh. Okay. There we go. So let's comment this out. Comment this out. So yeah, it's undefined, even though, because it's getting to the end, the callback's totally not going to work. Yeah, I just realized this is, of course, this is not going to work because you cannot return from an asynchronous event. So what I would like to do is, doesn't look like the way I'm using Firebase right now is giving me a promise. It's just on value got name. This is why I want to just start over and remove Firebase, but I don't want to like undo like all this work that's been done to integrate it with Firebase. But like, could I make a promise? Oh, I have to do the promise manually. I don't know how to do this. Is this the road I want to go down? I now understand why I did it that weird way. Because it's awkward to do this. But turn a callback into a promise. All right, let's look at this Stack Overflow answer. I mean, I have my own, okay. Return new promise. Yeah. So could I do this? Return a new promise. And put this down here. So I want to reject the promise, right? Can I just say reject here if there's no ID? Reject here if some other error happens. And then when I've got the names, return resolve with the names. Wouldn't that do it? And maybe I don't need, this is not an async function. It's just a regular function. I'm creating a promise is a thing that you can hand back that's going to wait for one of two possible outcomes, resolution or rejection. So I'm going to run all this code, and there's a couple reasons why I might reject the promise, but if I get that data, I'm going to resolve it. Aha! I think this is going to work. So now, if I make setup an async function, then I can say items equals await load Firebase. Oh, I didn't set up the sound, so I have no drum roll, but let's give this a try. Why do I have this open like 18 million times also? Oh, look at that. Oh, beautiful. Mwah, beautiful. Now, what happens if I don't have the ID? Uncaught in promise, undefined. But that's okay. Oh, I need to catch it. Why don't I just do I think if there's no ID, I think I'm going to change it. If there's no ID, can I say resolve with undefined? I mean, that's sort of like a silly way to do it. Or I could do an empty array. Let's do that. Resolve, but give it an empty array. And that way, I think Simon had this idea that if I go back into here, into randomizer, and if items.length equals 0, now let's just hard code something. And items equals A, B, C. Okay, so now basically I have this promise that gets the data from Firebase. If there is nothing passed in, it'll send me an empty array and make up an array. So let's go see what happens now. Okay, wait. That's fine. Oh, I don't have create divs. Yeah, perfect. What's undefined here? Data.js line 62. Oh, right, just console logging. That's fine. So I can take that out. I don't need that console log. We get that. So now, if it is, so back into randomizer, if items.length, and I'm just going to hard code this in right now. I'm going to say load JSON. This is awful that I don't have a, maybe I should use fetch. Maybe I should use fetch. I'm going to use fetch just so I can I'll have promises here. Because then I'm going to say const response equals fetch ideas. I'm just going to call it ideas.json. And then I'm going to say items equals response.json. And, oh, await. This needs an await, yeah. Why, this doesn't need this. Yeah. Now, and then I should be able to say console log items, create divs. Now I just need to make this JSON file, ideas.json, and it should have an items property, which is just an array, which I will now say is A, B, C, just for right now. And now, oh, not found, because it should be root ideas.json. Where did I put it? Is it in one of these? Oh, it's in the JS folder. So that needs to be moved out here. Move. There we go. So, oh, why? Just get the full thing. Ah, there we go. So there's an items property, which is an array. So I'm not sure why. Oh, I created a local variable called items. I forgot await. Where? I think I have all my awaits. Oh, I can also get the data from Firebase using a URL endpoint. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to rewrite this whole thing. I just want to like stick my load JSON file in there. And then if there's interest in this project, which honestly, I don't know that there, if all of you watching were like, which coding train project should I contribute to? I don't know that, I actually, you know what, if you contribute to this, I'd be thrilled. So don't, so items equals data.items. Let's just try that for a second here. There we go. Why did it not work? I guess you can't do this. I can't destructure this object with a global variable. Yeah, so that's fine. It's a little weird this way, but that's fine. Or I guess I could say items equals, put parentheses around this whole thing, items. Do we like this better? I kind of like that. Same thing. Now, Simon, you sent me a list. So I am, by the way, what's going on over here? Oh no. This is, interestingly enough, the whiteboard camera is like in the way there. Okay. So Simon sent me a list, so I'm going to open up Discord, but you're not seeing it right now because I'm going to go into the member channel. All right. So we're going into the member channel in Discord, if I could find it. And I am going to pull up. Where are you? Live chat, here you are. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, this is a different channel. Like there's a whole other discussion going on. Okay, here we go. So I like that you made this into categories, Simon. So I'm going to minimize Discord, and I'm going to come back, and we're going to go to ideas.json, and we're going to put these in. So slide puzzle solver, definitely one I want to do. Sokoban, Sudoku. I do like, I hate that I'm removing these categories because it was really nice how you organized it that way. Oh, it's not going to auto format because I've got all this extra stuff. So let's put these in. And last week I said I was going to do the wave collapse function. So that will be coming tomorrow, unless I wanted to just be totally insane and try to do it today. I was going to wear some nicer clothes tomorrow. No baseball hat. Soon I'm going to be like streaming in a t-shirt because there's no AC in this room. It's quite cool in here, being that it is a sort of concrete cinder block low building and it's not that hot outside. Let's use a little regular expression here. One of my favorite things, I don't need to do this manually because I can do this. I can look for beginning of line, dash, the beginning of line, some amount of spaces, dash, some amount of spaces, then and I know you can't see my regular expression, so then anything not greedy all the way up to end of line, right? That's matching each of these. Then what I want to do is this is the idea is in here. So I want to replace this with quote, that idea group number 1, end quote. If you have no idea what I'm doing, I've got a whole set of tutorials about regular expressions you could watch. Replace, boom. Oh, I forgot to put the comma in. So also, then I also want a comma. And there we go. Close, close, there we go. And now here are the ideas. Okay, so now this is the current list of ideas. And if I were to go to here, we've got them here. And then if I want to add one, if I want to delete one, I can just edit the JSON file. By the way, I listened to this podcast, and I made a bot about the podcast. It's called Rob and Akiva Need a Podcast. I don't know that any of my viewers would be particularly interested in it, but I think I was doing the wheel before they were, by the way, so this is not lifted from them, but not. The point of what I'm saying is their podcast is every week they spin a wheel of ideas for the topic for the next week, which is quite similar to what I'm doing here. But I was using this wheel. I mean, if we go back to this code base years ago, but I was thinking if we could make this a really robust and elaborate system, like they have so many crazy things, like one thing you land on it triggers another kind of random thing, and this thing has like 5 spots on the wheel, whereas this only has 1. But it would be kind of amazing to make a really elaborate, robust wheel of ideas spinning project that could be highly configurable. So that could be a project for a future Coding Train community endeavor. Okay. Where is the programming energy like your YouTube channel? Twitch is my space to just kind of chill. It's the chill stream space. Also, I'm just tired. A lot of stuff going on. All right. So this is great. I have this now. Now here's the question for all of you. Oh, how do I set up a poll on Twitch? Is that a thing I can just do? Unrecognized command poll. Yeah, so for those of you in case, if you haven't learned regular expressions and you're interested in coding and software, it's going to change your life. So you can find this whole set of video tutorials made in 2016 about regular expressions. These are one of the few, I believe, tutorials that still hold up, like regular expressions are what they are. So this is still, I think, perfectly watchable. You need to be an affiliate, but aren't I an affiliate? Yeah, I am an affiliate. So how do I make a poll? Is that something I do from like a stream console thing? Let me look. So I'm going to go to my, I'm just always afraid to like show admin. So creator dashboard, stream manager. I'm in the stream manager. Quick actions, raid, admin, manage poll. Start a prediction. Start a prediction. Okay, manage a poll. New poll. Which topic? Yeah, I tried typing /poll on the chat and it said unrecognized command. But I'm able to do it from, I'll just show you this where I am. Like right now, I am here in my stream manager, and I can enter a poll here. Colloquial Owl, great name, by the way, is saying regexer, which is a great website for testing and learning it. That's great. Thank you. Tomorrow on YouTube. Spin the wheel. Wave collapse function. All right. So I'm starting a poll. I'm going to give it 10 minutes. That's too long. I'll just give it 5 minutes. So I know. Oh, potato MGI. Oh, I'm sorry. The live poll. Wasn't that the greatest thing? So I'm looking at the poll. Oh, and look at this. So this, I can easily, there's like a pop out. So this can easily be an overlay. All right, let's try this now. This is everything we wanted to do, but now it is, so let's just do a browser, a Twitch poll, and it is twitch.tv pop out coding train choo choo poll. Twitch.tv coding pop out. Coding train choo choo / poll. Let's see if this works. So yeah. Oh my goodness. So is this showing through? It looks a little funky. Like maybe I need to skin it slightly differently, or it's supposed to be very opaque. Or is it behind something? No, it's the top level. But if I go to here, can I add the same thing? Browser, add existing Twitch poll. There we go. Yeah, well, there must be a way for me to theme it or skin it because it's very hard to see. But if I go back to here, you can kind of see it. So I'm really surprised about this because A, wave collapse function is kind of what I would assume is what I would assume. And sorry, I'm looking at too many things now. How do I get the activity feed here? There's the chat. This is the worst. There we go. Oh, and I'm getting some subscribers, which I'm also forgetting to acknowledge. Okay, well, it's tied right now. This is very exciting. I mean, I guess what I could do is not. There's another thing that I could do. Hold on, I got an idea. I could give it a. Hold on, so I'm just trying something here. How do I do this? That didn't work. I was trying to give it a background, but just changing. I think you can change the size in the properties of the. So I can definitely change. Yeah, you can add custom CSS in the OBS browser source as you need. Yeah, so I should do that. I don't. Maybe does anybody have like a quick, like what CSS I should add? Twitch poll properties. Use custom frame rate control, custom CSS. So I've got background color. Why is that not margin, auto background color, pound FFF. It's still transparent. Did that change something? So anyway, if somebody has any ideas for what CSS I should put in there. Colloquial Hour says, I have one. 1 second. Okay. Oh, when you allow voting with channel points, it goes totally biased. Ah, interesting. There, right-click the source, select properties, and there are with and yes, I see the source. I see the properties. I'm over here. Oh, I bet you I could get the chat. This must be how people do the chat also. Stupid me, silly me. What is wrong with me? Whoa. Oh, it ended. I was like, something changed. Who changed the CSS? How did you hack my machine? How did you hack into the studio? Did me posting a photo of the studio somehow allow you to find your way through the internet to here? Okay. All right. This is good. I mean, baby steps, people. I got an overlay happening in my live stream. I mean, that was exciting. So let's check that off the list. But people voted for me to spin. So this is why I'm so surprised, because I did a week ago, I spun to pick something. And then I sort of queried, well, I should just do the wave collapse function, right? And then everyone, that's what is that a YouTube poll? I think I was streaming on YouTube. Yeah. But that's interesting that those of you uh, you voted for spin. That was all Simon. Simon, you have too many channel points. You deserve all the channel points. You should actually, basically, I should just let Simon tell me what to do because I think it would help me with all of my problems if I just allowed Simon to direct the coding train. Sable Ralph is here. Everyone should follow Sable Ralph. And by the way, Sable Raff. Sable, how am I supposed to, how is your Twitch name pronounced? Or should I call you Raphael? Did I say that correctly? But Sable Raff runs this amazing Creative Code newsletter that you can follow on social media, runs these weekly, I don't know what are they called, challenges or creative coding weekly challenges, monthly challenges, I don't remember, but they're amazing and you should check them out. Okay. Last one, Sable Raff. Sable Rafe? Sable Raff? I don't know what the last one was. I kept saying a bunch of things. All right, so here we are. Now, well, why don't we just sort of see what happens? Because maybe it'll land on the wave collapse function. And we could do another poll, wave collapse function or, oh, and you don't see this, wave collapse function or, or whatever it lands on. Look at that. Oh no, it's not going to make it. It's not going to make it around to full time. Ooh, ooh, oh, oh yeah. No, all right. Yes, and Bernie Zek is here also. Bernie Zek working on some top secret possible coding train projects. And yes, Sable Rafe makes beautiful art too. All of you watching make beautiful art. If your art and soul and creativity comes out through your code or anything, it's beautiful. You made it. It is beautiful to me. Sokoban. No, slide puzzle solver. Yeah, the best way to see how you feel about it. This is what I tell my kids all the time. They can't decide. I'm like, I'll just decide for you. And I decide. They're like, but that's not the one I want. And I was like, you see? So, but let's put it to a vote here. Let's put it to a vote. And I guess I have to press this button because I still don't know how to make a poll without showing you that I'm making a poll. And I can go to my video producer. Is that where I do it? No, stream manager. It's so confusing. Manage a poll. New poll. Which there can only be one. Slide puzzle solver. Wave. I'm doing the wave collapse function, people. I don't. So should I not allow? Should I allow bits per vote or train tickets per vote? Which shall I allow or neither? Which is the one where one of those is you don't pay for but you get from just watching? I feel like I'm okay with adding that one. Respin vote. Oh yeah, okay, that's fine. Yeah, all right. We're gonna add respin. Yeah, I can take out both. I can uncheck allow additional votes. Channel points is the free one, which is what I've renamed to train tickets. Got it. But isn't that, I mean, is there some legitimacy to people who watch more having additional votes, I suppose, in the sense that they're most likely to watch and consume the content, so their voice is meaningful there? But we know, let's try it without it this time, okay? Slide puzzle solver, wave collapse function, or respin. Ready, everybody? Here we go. This is the content you're all tuning in for, I'm sure. And it just pops up right there. That's amazing. Okay, there can be only one. Although I guess what I could have done is eliminate one as the poll, and then there would be two, and then vote for your favorite. Okay. Now, while this poll is going, let me talk about something. Let's look at this list. So, oh, I should go through the website pull requests. Let's do a little of that. Um, so, if people are wondering what the wave collapse function is about, let's take a look at it. All right. So, ultimately, I'm looking for. Wow, there's no images on this page. This is a kind of standard. Oh, I think that actually, I don't know if Sable Rafe is still watching, but what's the put together? If they put together this great resource of like all these different sort of classic algorithms in creative coding and generative art. And so I forget where that is. But there we go. This is what I'm looking for. Like it is. Um, it is a algorithm that allows you to produce all sorts of wonderful generative patterns like this. Most commonly used to create images, but also capable of building towns, skate parks, and terrible poetry. So really, really sort of for procedural design, independent-minded algorithm needs almost no outside help or instruction. You feed an example of the vibe you're going for, and it figures everything else out for itself. Sable Rafe, that creative code dot page. Yes, I'm always looking at this. And is wave collapse function on here? Because I mean, by the way, it's my intention to do everything that's on here, a lot of which I have done, most recently the Mandelball. But by the way, I mean, all of this stuff is way better than me. But if you wanted to add my Mandelball video to this, you're welcome to, of course. Okay, so I don't actually see wave collapse function unless it fits into a different one of the sort of, it fits under one of these as more of like, is an umbrella for it. These are so great. This is like the greatest website ever. And I have done many of them, but not all of them. So I would just like to do any and everything that's on here. But let's look at, what was I looking for? Wave function collapse. Yes, it is totally wave function collapse. It totally is. Why did I say wave collapse function? Sorry about that. Is the poll still going? It looks like it still is. All right. Most implementations are a full performance optimized version of the algorithm. That's not important to me, but can be challenging to make sense of, so that's good. This post keeps things clear and simple by focusing on a constrained version of wave function collapse that I've named an even simpler tiled model. There's an example implementation. The code is inefficient and slow, but very readable and well commented. Once you fully understand the technology behind an ESTM, explanations of more advanced versions of the algorithm start to click into place. All right. Whoa. So I don't know if me reading this over right now, live on the air, is what you're all really wanting to watch, but I suppose that's what I would do. This looks really great. Let's just, I want to make sure that I'm, if I use this, that I'm sort of properly crediting. So let's look for Robert Heaton on Twitter. Okay, software engineer at Stripe, programming feedback for advanced beginners. This looks great. Following a few people. I've got some Twitter DMs I got to take a look at. Great. So I'm going to read this over. And also, yeah, I'm going to read this over. Where? Let's take a look at this. Ah, look at this. Perfect. All right. Let's see if there's any. Okay. Um, this is happening. Oh, wait, let's look at the. Oh, yeah. Wave collapse function or sorry, wave function collapse one out. So this is happening tomorrow live on YouTube, and this will be. Um, um, I will be reading this. My bedtime reading for tonight is this. Please, anyone watching or listening, add any other important resources or references here. All right. This has been decided. If only I'm just realizing I still haven't found my train whistle or I still haven't found the train whistle. Okay. Can you post the link in Discord stream share chat thing? I should be able to do that. Yes. So I am going to grab this link and I'm going into Discord and I'm going to I'm just gonna, whoops. Why isn't Discord working for me? Oh wait, I'm going to just manually do it. Okay, so just gonna, this I can. All right, in the Coding Train Discord, there's a channel under live called Links, and I just posted that link here. So you can check that out. Klotsky was the one I was thinking of. I don't know what that's referring to, but I would like to know more. Okay, so will you all? What time is it? 12:40. So I'm probably going to go soon. So what things do I need to do in order to be prepared for tomorrow, and what else is it worth me looking at today? So let me just run down a few quick things that I can mention to you. That'll be quick, just like Coding Train kind of announcements, thoughts, things that are upcoming. And I just got a ping on Discord, but I don't know from whom or where or how or why. Okay. So I'm going to come back to number 2 here. Wheel of ideas we did. I'm going to come back to website pull requests, to wave function collapse I talked about just now. Twitch setup. I would like to do more. Klotsky was the one for the puzzle slider thing. I would like to, is it a quick, if I have Nightbot going, is it a very quick thing? All right, let's throw caution to the wind here. Nightbot. I think if I just log into this with Twitch, all right, fine. Let me just remove my screen here. Authorize. I'm in the dashboard. Okay, I don't see any reason why showing my Nightbot dashboard could be a problem, right? I mean, does Simon mind being shown as the top chatter? I think not. So if I go into commands, custom, Discord, all right, so that means if I type in okay. So that worked. So what other kind of like basic commands? And I know I do want to make a Twitch bot at some point and do tutorials about it, but that's not going to happen right now. While I'm here, are there any commands that people would like me to add or any other kind of Nightbot configuration things? I thought of something really important. Oh my goodness. I can't, sticker giveaway. So sticker giveaway is also going to happen GitHub. Okay, so let's add command. Command. Okay. Well, I'll add a YouTube one. Why not? YouTube. Everyone, cool down. Okay, let's do that. So I also feel like it doesn't need to say join the Coding Train Discord. It can just be um, the link to it. Okay. What else? YouTube only. Do not have an OnlyFans. I don't think I ever will. If I do have an OnlyFans, it's just going to be like pictures of my highly organized clear storage containers with different cables in them. That's what you'll get. Use command adding command. Oh, there's a thing that I could do. I'm going to just do this here now. There was one? Oh, GitHub. Command GitHub. So let's do this. Let's add that and hit submit. Okay, so I now have 3. FAQ coming soon. That's fine. Coming soon to thecodingtrain.com. Okay, I like that. Coding Train webpage, yeah. So should I make that like web? There's a new website that's going to be launched, but okay. Yeah. Working on help to list all of the current commands. Is that not built in? Guess not. How do I add that? Top command, timers, song spam protection. Okay, I think I'm going to leave this for right now. The bot commands for this channel are available at, oh. Okay, the other thing is, can I link this same Nightbot to, oh, would there be any reason I want to do this? Or can Nightbot also be connected to YouTube? That would be Pearson. I'm getting more pings, but I'm not able to know where those are coming from. Okay. All right. This is good. All right. All right. This is going to be every day, baby steps, little incremental improvements on the live streaming setup. Great. Okay. So, okay, we did this. Okay. Did this. Did this. All right. So one of the things I want to talk about, by the way, I am planning to do a set of tutorials around training machine learning models using Hugging Face. I don't know if anybody watching is connected to Hugging Face or works at Hugging Face. I've been seeing lots of new people on Twitter joining Hugging Face. I love Hugging Face. And I've been using Colab notebooks and things, and then using their inference API. So I'm really excited to do some tutorials with it. The other thing that I'm excited about is one of the things that I have been really struggling with. I've been working on a variety of different Twitter bot projects, and especially if I'm using an AI model that I've trained that's built on top of a large language model, something hosted on maybe Hugging Face, I want that to be moderated. Like, I don't want it to just tweet without a human review of it. And so I've built a system where you can create a Discord channel, Discord server, where you can have a bot running that generates tweets, replies to tweets, and everything passes into a Discord channel. And people who have the right permissions on Discord can thumbs up or thumbs down the tweets, and then they go out. So I think I would like to build that project as like a tutorial series that's both about Discord bots and Twitter bots and AI models. So like, when and how should I do that is a question. Like, is that super interesting to people, and should I prioritize that? I don't know if anecdotally just hearing Sable Rafe, are you messaging me? Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm not. I have like multiple. I've got like two iPads. I've got this computer. I've got a PC over here, and I've just a mess of everything being set up. Not like I don't have all my console stuff. So I think I'm hopefully potato. People are saying sounds interesting. Yes. So I kind of would like to prioritize. I'm like really. So the thing that I wanted to mention. I'm kind of going back and forth. Is I'm currently. There were some requests to. I'm like became completely obsessed with the show Severance, and I am not going to spoil the show for anybody here, but I will show you a Twitter bot, which is that I've been working on, which is currently not running because I've only been running it locally on my laptop, and I turned it off while I was streaming. So this is, one of the things that I love now is that Twitter allows you to connect a bot account with your own personal account so that it can say this. And so in the television show, I can't believe that I'm about to explain this, but I'm going to. There is a character, Dr. Rickon Laszlo Hale, who has written a book called The You Are. So again, like mild spoilers for the show, but nothing that's not in the first episode and nothing that's like a major reveal or for that I'll say. And so the book is just like apps. I mean, I'm told that the creator of the show, Dan Erickson, has written 50. I'm told. I read this in an interview online. Nobody told me. I'm not in contact with anybody. Wrote like a 50-page version of the book, but there's a lot of quotes from the book and dialogue in the show that I use to train an AI model. There's also just some kind of funny things that, and so you can see some of these tweets now. If you think the world needs a savior, think again. A world with no people would be a beautiful thing, but it's not our nature to live in a beautiful place. I also took a lot of Deep Thoughts by Jack Handey, which is an old Silent Live sketch, which is a very similar language quality to them, and used that to train the model. I'm also having it make these like acrostic poems using the WordNick API and some other dictionary stuff. It makes these funny little wordplay sayings of looking for words inside of words. So anyway, if anybody's interested in contributing to this or following the bot, I haven't really done any, I'm still sort of working on it, but this is, I'm really into working on this, and I'm planning to publish the source code for it. I mean, it's just a matter of me pushing it to GitHub. So if you're interested in that, hit me up on Twitter, follow the UUR bot, share it with folks. I don't know what happened, but if you go to UUR bot, you'll see a suspended account because I first set it up and it got suspended. I'm not sure why, but I think I was using the V2 API from Twitter. So I went back to the V1 API with a new account. So that's there. So thank you, Sable Rafe. I will look for your Discord messages later. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, so that's the question, Simon. I think what would make sense is for me to update the Twitter bot tutorials, then do Hugging Face AI model tutorial, then show how to link both of them with moderation and pull in a Discord bot. That's kind of what I'm thinking. And so, the other thing that I'll mention, just if you're interested in checking it out, is the other thing from the show that I've been working on is there is a particular piece of software that the workers are using to kind of collect numbers. I won't say anything more about it. I don't know if the viewer who helped me with this is watching, but somebody helped create a really nice sliding animation of these doors opening, these bins opening that collect the numbers. So this is a project that you can go and you can actually play this. I know Joseph, I don't know if you're still watching, has been working on a shader also with KFON that gives it this sort of like cool CRT monitor look. But if you're interested in this, you can go to github.com, Lumen Industry, and I'm kind of keeping track of a to-do list here. And I've kind of fallen off working on this. But it is an active project. And what's fun about it is if you get to the end, it's got a little share button. And I think if I go here and just search the hashtag MDR Lumen, you'll see, by the way, this is the world's leading severance social media influencer, Dr. Amanda R. But if I go under latest, even 38 minutes ago, somebody did this. And there's a thread. What's on the thread here? Yeah, oh, look at that. Great reference. So, and you can see, so this is the original, this is actually a shot from the TV show. And this is, so I want to make it more of a game where there's more like your time is posted and maybe you can interact and keep track of how many you've done. So adding some local storage in, like I want to add all those things, but I'm getting so distracted, maybe in a good way, by these projects. So I'm leaving them there. I'm mentioning it now. I would love contributions. And what I'm forgetting is, did I, local storage, yeah. Yes. How many coordinates did you refine? Are you refiner of the quarter? Like there should be a refiner of the quarter, a refiner of the day. Although we would need a centralized database for that. Although I guess we could scrape Twitter to figure out who is the refiner of the quarter. But anyway, what else can we track? Okay, so I would love contributions for this, depending on the level of interest. Oh yes, Joseph, add your own issues. By the way, the other thing that I really should add to this, did I bring? Let me see if I've loaded this. Is this not going to be? There's a whole opening sequence with like a. Let's see if this is going to let me grab. There's an ebook. If you're looking for a reference, yeah. There's this Apple TV released this ebook, which if you haven't watched the show, there's probably, I mean, it's sort of like a parallel story, but maybe you don't want to read it until you've watched the show. But in the ebook itself, there is a lot of information about how the refinement process works. And this I really want to add. So I want to have like a loading terminal screen. So let's add this issue. But I have to work on other things, right? There's a nature of code textbook to write. There's emails I need to answer. All I want to do is work on severance-related goof-off stuff. But that's what Twitch is for. I can have extra streams where I work on this stuff. Let's add another issue. So opening sequence. So let's see. I think, is this going to be enough? Maybe I need to make this bigger. Whoops. Can I zoom in on this? So, all right, that's fine. This will be fine. Okay. And then this. All right. And then this. Okay. So I'm going to just put these screenshots here. What I really want to get, I'm getting all these notifications now. Okay. What I really want to get, okay. Other thing I really want, I'm fancying myself a collector. Oh, I think I put that in twice. 1254, 1253. No. What's going on? Oh, yeah. There's a better one. There's this one. The second one I don't want. Sorry, this is so tricky. And then this I do not want. 1254, 4, 12, 17. 4, I forgot the 12. So let's add this. Great. Um, all right. Uh, so that's there for anybody who's interested in implementing that. Oh, what the computer in the show is that is this particular. I'm guessing they rebuilt these, or I don't know if they found old ones, but it very much looks like it's modeled after this. If anyone can find one of these being sold on the internet anywhere, I would like to buy it, purchase it, and wire like some video into it so that I could be macro data refining on the actual computer. I could dress up as a severance character. My office studio space kind of looks a little bit like a room on the Severance floor. So somebody made a logo animation in CodePen. Yeah. All right, scene manager library to incorporate the shaders. Yeah, waffle party, right? Lots of things. Okay, so all of the so these are the two sort of like core severance related fun projects. I'd also I need to shout out while every time there's the post show recaps community, which has a podcast about the show Severance. If you're watching, it's a great companion. There's some brain scientists that talk about how the brain actually works and what's sort of possible, and how the show is imagining that sort of the space of the idea of this premise of separating your memories. So I encourage you to listen to that podcast. So thank you, Joseph. Enjoy your holiday in the UK, and I look forward to your contributions. All right. So I talked about my projects. So please follow my new friend, the UUR bot. And I will post the source code for this very soon. I wonder if actually I should just pull that up now and look at it. But I think I'm kind of running on. It's almost 1 o'clock. I really should get going. So let me come back to that. So if there's time, maybe I'll pull that up now. Okay, I talked about the Twitter bot stuff and Hugging Face. The sticker giveaway. Okay, so I put out a survey for the Coding Train community. Thank you for everybody who filled it out. The time period for filling it out is over. Well, to be honest, you still could do it today because tomorrow's when I'm going to pick the winners of the sticker giveaway. So if you are looking for that, is it a pinned tweet? No. I'm going to talk about the Apple II Plus. The survey is somewhere here. This is how I always find the survey. There's got to be a better way. Oh my God, I love that. This kind of looks like the, okay, hold on. Sorry, I have to tweet while I'm live. Okay, sorry, I had to take a look at that. Survey, by the way, Joseph, there's Joseph. Survey. Oh, here it is. Coding Train audience survey. So this is the survey. I will hopefully, let me see if I can just post this really quickly in the Twitch chat. I think I'm sorry that I now have my stream manager open. There we go. Similar one on eBay Canada, the D2 AEOC. Okay, send me the link for this. Oh, look at this. $20? We'll buy it now. I mean, aren't these collector's items? Do I trust that this is like an actual picture of it? This looks got a watermark on it, like it's a stock image. Okay, so press. Oh no, it's a press photo. It's a photo of it. It's a press photo. Did I miss? It's not the actual computer. See, all I could find is a vintage keyboard from it, which, to be honest, would be pretty cool. I mean, I should bid on this. I I'm always skeptical of these. Like, why is it's international shipping I get, but like this just seems like inflating the price to uh, to be $70 for shipping. Because shipping, if it was like and it's also missing some of the keys, which presumably I could restore and maybe get this to work. But I do love that it says Data General Dasher 2. But this I'm having a hard time untested sold as is. Like I want the whole tamale, the kit and caboodle. What's the expression I'm supposed to use? um, oh, is the survey closed? It is not accepting responses. Okay, okay. I'm gonna temporarily open it. I think I have the power to do this. Or maybe I can, let me see if Katie is online. Katie has been running the survey. So now I'm opening up my Discord. Katie, and I don't see Katie online. Okay. All right, so let me just see if I have the ability to do this. Give me a minute. Talk amongst yourselves. Everybody look for the Dasher D2 computer. Um, what's one password? No, don't paste a password. What are you doing? Um, okay. All right, hold on. I'm going to try to open the survey just briefly for those of you who are watching right now. Can I find audience? Okay. Yes. Okay, I'm opening up. Wow. By the way, just want to let you know, I have over 2,000 responses to this survey, which is insane. I have never done an online survey that's had that many people respond. So, wow. So it says this form is no longer accepting responses. Thanks for helping improve the coding train experience. It is now, don't tell anyone. For the next 5 minutes, I'm going to put a timer on. Timer, 5 minutes. I will accept your responses to this survey in case you want to enter to win stickers. So now, I don't know how, I'm probably going to give away at least 10 sticker packs, maybe more. And I want to draw them live, but I obviously don't want to be like, and so won, here's their email address or here's their name. So I'm trying to figure out, is there a way I could like hash people's email addresses? Like in a non-reversible hash? I could email everybody a unique number and then I could pick numbers. I just want to be able people to see that this is legitimate. I think I'm just going to use the number they are. I think you're going to have to put some level of trust in me. And all of the responses are in a Google Sheet, so which are numbered. So I think, and I could use the timestamps. So if you knew what the exact timestamp of when you filled out the survey, you could see that you won. But anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So now there are many fewer people put their email in than filled out the survey. It looks like it's like a little more than maybe 50% or around 50%. So how do you think I should pick the people? I mean, I could use random.org, which is a lottery quick pick. No, I don't want to. Like, how do I, this has numbers, integer generator, like get numbers. So generate like 10 random integers between, and then like, let's say I know you can't see the screen. I'm going to show it to you in a second. Because I just don't want to show the people's email addresses. So let's say there are, let's just make a guess. Let's say there's 1,200 people. So this is a practice for tomorrow. There's 1,200 people that filled out the survey. Hold on. I'm going to close the windows so I don't open them up by accident. Okay, so let's say there's 1,200 people. So I could, each integer should have a value between 1 and 1,200. And format, I don't care. One column, and then hit get numbers. Yeah, so these would be, and then I would just map these to the row in the spreadsheet. I think that makes sense because I could use like a P5 sketch and make something fun, although this does have an API. So actually, it could be more fun to do this with an API. Let's do this with an API. So like random.org API. Yeah, so let's do it with the API. That'll be a fun project for tomorrow. So that's my plan. Oh, Phoenix 2803, thank you. All right, by the way, you have 1 minute and 38 seconds to add yourself to the survey. So that'll be the plan for tomorrow. So let me make a list of what I'm doing tomorrow. Sticker giveaway. And wave function collapse. And then Twitter, Discord, hugging face planning. So that's my list of topics for tomorrow's stream. Yeah, I would love to. Okay, so that's anything else that okay, so overhead camera, music setup. I'm just going to use my old, I was trying to set up a new soundboard, but maybe I can get the old one going. So to do things that I need to do before I stream tomorrow are soundboard, train whistle. I need to have those going. I need to research, I need to read that article about wave function collapse. Why can't I say it right? Wave function collapse. Okay. Music setup. Oh, basic. Oh, I didn't get to that today. So that's gonna have to come up. So I'll put that on a basic. So just as an update, for any of you who are interested, if you recall last week, actually on YouTube, I did a stream trying to, the timer went off. Oh, I have a meeting at 2. I have to go, I have to eat lunch, lots of stuff to do here. So I'm closing the survey now. Last chance. Okay, the survey is now closed again. I don't know how many of you filled it out just now, but I hope you got a chance to. Ping me in the chat if you need me to reopen it for another 30 seconds. Okay. What was I going to say? Hopefully I just didn't reveal like any of the responses or anything. No, this is fine. This is just seeing the survey. Okay. Basics. So I have this Apple II Plus computer. If I put the overhead camera on and like point it over there, let's flip it. See, I lost the signal. There you can see in the corner of this room, the Apple II Plus computer. I'm gonna walk over there. So over here is the Apple II Plus computer. That was my childhood computer. I watched a couple videos from Adrian's Digital Basement, which is I would highly recommend as a YouTube channel. Obviously, I need a better camera pointing over here. Sorry about that. So I want to clean it. He has some nice videos about how to clean it. I'm going to completely replace the power supply. Because that shorted out the the I forget what they're called, but these capacitors blew up in it, which I was told is very common and is actually not a big deal. I want to get some compressed air to try to clean the keyboard, get it so I can really, really work on it. So I ordered a bunch of things from this website that I found, which I will now show you. Let's turn that off. Which is called Raw Apple 2 Plus Parts Store. I mean, I forgot what it was called. Reactive Micro, yeah. So this this website has like an incredible amount of stuff, and basically, if I go to Apple II series and Apple II Plus, they sell like original like serviced or rebuilt power supplies, but I don't. And then you can get this rebuild one. There's this like enclosure that has all this information on it. So I ordered a bunch of stuff from here to restore it. I also ordered this just to have an extra display and some display cables and converters. That's going to be super useful for me. I'm getting an adapter so I can also, I think I should go, so I don't actually think I placed the order yet, so I'm trying to decide. I don't know what to do about the keyboard. If there's something here for if I wanted to at least plug in an external keyboard. But anyway, so I want to get all that stuff. In the meantime, Apple Basic Emulator, I think I could relearn a lot of Basic by just using an emulator like this, because then I can start to do streams and tutorials about programming in Basic. So that's kind of a plan that I have. The first time you could see my shoes. Oh, yeah. Hey, people, I have a whole body. I'm like, you can't hear me because I'm all the way over here, but my microphone is still right here. It's the same mic. You can hear me, right? I guess I probably should have full screened that view, but you know, what are you going to do? Okay, so that's that. So Basic, Emulator, Start. I'm not going to get to all these things, but that's kind of a list. New website, Nature of Code. I got to get to that stuff and talk about it. The sticker giveaway I've got a plan for. So I think that's it. I guess I missed 2 subscribers. Yeah, my bright red shoes. Sorry, thank you everybody who's subscribing. Phoenix2803 and MarkG09. So kind of you to subscribe to me. I really, really appreciate it. I don't have my soundboard or my shtick ready to go. So tomorrow, I think it's most likely I'm going to be streaming around 2 p.m. Although, the problem with tomorrow is I think I might have to pick up my kids early from school. And I have a meeting at noon. I guess I could probably stream at 9:30, 10 a.m. and I just would have a hard out at like 11:45. Otherwise, I was hoping to stream at like 2 o'clock, and then I'd kind of have the afternoon and not have to worry too much about. I mean, I'd have to be done by 5, but 4:30. So I have to figure out my schedule for tomorrow. But the stream. I mean, I could also know. The problem is it's Passover this weekend, which is also. So anyway, at some point I got to figure out the stream tomorrow, and that'll be over on YouTube. You can type !YouTube into the chat to find the YouTube channel. So that's coming tomorrow. I'm going to hopefully record this coding challenge, do the sticker giveaway, start getting organized for my new Twitter series, and talk about AppleSoft's Basic in JavaScript a bit. So that's coming tomorrow. Anybody else got anything you want to ask about, talk about before I go? I don't have a soundboard set up. So all I have is under, oh, you don't see it. So let's, I'll put on some, oh, wait, does this work? I don't know. Okay, I'll figure out the sound later. I'm just gonna. Oh, we could raid somebody maybe, right? Let's see if there's anybody that we could raid. Dream. Thank you, Phoenix283. That's very nice comment of you. I'm looking for creator dashboard, stream manager, raid channel. So no channels that I follow are currently live. Oh, open up the form again. Okay, Phoenix2803. I'm opening it up for you right now. Okay? All right, I'm opening it up. I will leave it for like a little bit. I'm gonna probably close it in a half hour or so if I can remember. I'll set a timer. My phone will ding at me and I'll remember. 30 minutes, all right? You've all got 30 minutes extra to fill out this form. Okay, so I don't see any other messages in the chat. Thank you for being with me. Please, if you're interested in contributing to my weird extra fun projects right now, I'll remind you there's the macro data refinement project and the UUR bot, although I haven't published the source code, so hit me up on Twitter about that if you want to get access to that. I just have to push it to GitHub at some point. Okay? And I will see you all. I'm going to put the form, I'll put the form link in the chat in just a moment. Actually, I can do that right now. But wait, hold on, I'm trying to get the music up so that I can put that on. Sorry, I'm lost. Oh, I have to go to Google Drive or something. Ugh. Oh, there it is. I need to keep this. I have a folder with different sound things in it. Okay. Sound. Okay. We will play you out. I really need a whole new set of songs, but I will play you out with the this dot song. See if I can find it. And I will have my soundboard hopefully working tomorrow. I don't know why I only have the MIDI version of it, but that works. I'm going to post a link to the forum right now. Okay, link to form coming. And there it is. That's the Coding Train survey. Last extra special chance to fill it out. I will see you all. Hopefully, a small chance this is going to be a bust, and I'll have to like live stream on Monday instead of tomorrow. But very soon, whether it's tomorrow or Monday or Tuesday next week, Coding Train, because now I forgot about Passover and a family coming into town, and school closes early tomorrow. I have to figure out this puzzle for tomorrow. So hopefully I can make it work. But Coding Train on YouTube coming soon. Thank you all for joining me here. I'll see you next time. Goodbye. Sorry, I'm just looking at this button here. Okay, I'm still here. I forgot to. All right, let's give you another round. Let's find another different song. Just I want to leave the chat open for a short bit. Kittens. I like this. This one works.
Unicorns and rainbows and cupcakes. What else is there? Yes, kittens. Thank you very much. Kittens and rainbows and cupcakes. Notice that. Look what I get. I'm really losing my mind.
All right, everybody.
Okay,
See you
let's do
soon.
it. Kittens I feel just sort of like a nice feeling of relaxation. Everything's gonna be okay today. Dream is not broken, it has not frozen. This is a wonderful thing. Okay, we're gonna do it. I'm really getting to something. I need my sound effect. Unicorns and rainbows and cupcakes. What else is there? Unicorns and rainbows and cupcakes. That was invalid syntax, I forgot. There was one other thing here that I think is important that I will use continuously over and over again in all sorts of text generation analysis things that I will use continuously over and over again. First thing I need to do is, yes, kittens. Kittens, kittens. I'm really losing my mind. Okay, we're gonna do it. Kittens and kittens and kittens and kittens. 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 Kittens and kittens and kittens and Das Vidania.